Hello and welcome to episode 3 of the Mocarl and Conman podcast, the hottest Drisbowl related fantasy football podcast this side of the Atlantic. I am your host Michael O'Brien, joined as always by my co-host Conor Moore.
Hello.
In today's show we, as always, shall start with the news before breaking down every matchup this weekend before finally jumping into a fun segment called, Conor, you ready for this?
Yeah.
The James Conor needs a nickname because we already have a Conor, so it gets confusing when James Conor is brought up because people just assume it's regular Conor, and that is being discussed even when it's not really him that we're discussing. Segment. So are you excited about that one?
That's a good title.
So okay, before all that, alright Conor, we are going to the news.
Breaking news. Breaking news. Breaking news. Breaking news. Breaking news. Breaking news. Breaking news. Breaking news. Breaking news.
So Conor, the news, alright?
Yeah.
So the big news coming out of today, don't know if you saw this, is the Antonio Brown did not show up to work on Monday.
Yeah. I saw that.
Yeah, so what's that about?
Well, I probably just had a hard night on the drink Sunday and just called in sick.
Oh yeah, you
I've
think you
done
just had a few
I think we've all done that.
Yeah. You just pulled a sickie on Monday.
Yeah, when you make millions of dollars a year, you deserve a couple of nights off 2 weeks into your working year.
When did you see the tweet last night?
Yeah.
Where someone was like, "Oh, fucking Antonio Brown's a piece of shit. He's no good."
Yeah.
And then Antonio Brown was
like,
like,
"Trade me."
"Yeah, trade me."
Who's
Let's
that?
see.
He's
It was some guy.
random guy.
Yeah, just
he
some
doesn't
guy.
have the power to trade him.
No, I don't. Yeah, I don't really know.
That's
But
bizarre.
apparently he's upset at the minute in Pittsburgh.
Go on.
Like, there was I have some quotes here.
Okay.
All right.
I mean, as his head coach, I'm upset with him as well. And Pittsburgh.
Yeah. So
and
how?
everyone else in Pittsburgh taking all them targets off.
Yeah. So how do you think this? Do you think this affects you at all?
It depends. I mean, what if he does get traded?
He's not going to get traded.
Or what if he does get less targets? I mean, it's I don't know. Like Pittsburgh had two of their players were in like the top 5 of most people's drafts, and now one of them is
Yeah.
gone
One's just not
completely off
playing,
the
and now
rails,
the
like,
second one is
one's
fucking
threatening to
throwing the tantrum. I don't really know what he's doing.
It could be
Yeah.
just a joke, maybe, but
No, I don't think so. I think it's.
Yeah.
I'll get some quotes here from some reporters.
he's not happy with the way things are going.
So Antonio Brown and his agent Drew Rosenhaus left the stadium Sunday rather quickly. Watched them walk together down the hall, and AB was doing lots of hand gesturing while talking to his agent. Don't want to make assumptions, but he didn't look happy.
Again, it just sounds like he wanted to go out Sunday night. He was late for pints.
He wanted, it was a tough loss. He wanted to go meet some ladies.
Yeah, nothing worse than having to play catch up. Then you go too hard.
You gotta.
and
Then you're down in a bottle of
then you
fucking
overtake
Bucky in the
everyone.
shower,
Yeah, well, I've
and you're
never done that.
hammered when you come out. Gotta get sent home.
Yeah, it was a fun night had by all.
Fun night had by all. So I don't know. I assume he'll play next week.
Mystery abounds. As to
Yeah,
the exact,
it's too soon.
Goings on in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, it's too soon to tell.
Yeah.
Like always,
we'll keep on top of the story as it develops.
Yeah, come back to us next week. We'll see what happens. Moving on.
I was made to understand there were grilled cheese sandwiches here.
Conor, Josh Gordon has been traded to the Patriots. Martin owns him. It's going to take a couple weeks for him to learn the playbook. If he does well, it's amazing. The likelihood is that it's not going to go well, and he won't pick up the playbook, and he just gets dropped.
I mean, he's been playing at the top level of American football for a couple of years.
Has he? He had one
He's been playing in the NFL.
I mean, he was suspended for 2
technically
of
the top
those
level.
years.
Yeah, well,
And he has like what's the word they always use? Fucking, I don't know, problems.
Substance abuse problems.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, that sounds right. Yeah, but shit like that where he has problems or whatever. So that's usually not a good thing.
Well, I mean, I don't think the Patriots would be just picking him up.
Yeah,
no
that's
reason.
true.
They
Yeah.
must have
That's what I'm
something
hoping.
in mind for him.
That's what I'm hoping too.
Unless it was a little play so that no one else got him, like a Manchester United play.
Yeah. Well, no. If he's gonna be good, they're gonna use him.
Yeah.
They're just gonna stash a shitty player.
Another question mark as to what might happen. Could go well, could go bad.
Yeah.
At
So
the minute he's on Martin's bench, so
he's easily the most talented wide receiver the Patriots have. So if he can get back to his best, like him and Gronk on the same team, like who are you double coverage? Like one of them's gonna be open.
and Edelman's back.
And Edelman's
Week after
back,
next.
yeah. So then that fucking offense is really good. If he is very good.
Who did they drop for Gordon?
Corey Coleman.
He only just picked him up.
He came from the Bills, but he was in the Browns at the start of preseason.
Poor Corey Coleman.
Yeah, he can't
must
catch a
just hate
break.
Josh Gordon.
Yeah, just
Gordon
falling.
just keeps moving in on his territory.
Let's move on. Connor, the next story is about Legatron, my kicker. I can't remember what his actual name is, but my kicker.
Zerlin.
Yeah, Greg Zuerlein.
Yeah.
Yeah. He is injured. Got a groin strain or some shit like that. So he's out for multiple weeks.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go get a new kicker. By the time this episode comes out, that will be evident to everyone else.
Kickers are a strange one this year. There's
Yeah.
a lot of missed field goals. Poor old... Who's that guy from the Browns who got dropped?
Zane Gonzalez.
Yeah. He missed, what, 4?
Yeah.
Two
Oh my
field
god.
goals and two
Poor
two-point
guy.
conversions or something like that.
Ah, to stop the Browns from fucking Jesus.
I don't know, they're cursed.
Yeah, kickers are weird this year, so I'm just
Yeah.
gonna get one on an offense that's really good, and hopefully he kicks points.
I stopped watching football this week when the Ghost missed.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's
You're
why I was
like-
that's it, my week's over.
Yeah.
I don't need to watch this anymore.
I think that's the news. Unless you've anything else to say about kickers.
No, the less said the better.
The less said, the better. Let's move on.
Conor sets up on the outside. Roethlisberger steps up. Roethlisberger, the flip, caught. James Washington, touchdown, Pittsburgh.
That was Cullen Cougars quarterback Big Ben finding pay dirt as he almost single-handedly dragged the Cougars to their first win of the season in what resulted in a dominating win over the winless Toronto Titans. Golden Tate, Kenyon Drake and Beast Mode all contributed to give the Cougars their first win so far, sooner than many had expected, as Coach Haddon begins to piece together a team that he believes can continue to win. The Titans, however, now find themselves 0-2 after losing to a team that didn't even have picks in the first 3 rounds. It was a nightmare matchup for the Titans, as QB Aaron Rodgers was the only player to break 10 points in a week the franchise would sooner forget. Coach Moran's refusal to play Deshaun Jackson again seems to have come back to bite him, as Jackson and Powell left severely needed points on the bench. Connor, I want to start this review of the game with, can you comment on your relationship with Deshaun Jackson?
I love him, but I had him in my team up until about 30 minutes before the match.
Yeah.
And he was still down as questionable, and I got an opportunity to put in JJ,
Oh yeah.
which came back to bite me in the ass.
I don't
that's
know.
Martin playing that 4D chess. you
Yeah,
know?
yeah. It's why he's won 2 in a row. He's
playing the long game.
he's playing chess while we're playing.
Yeah.
No, you know what?
Checkers.
He's playing fantasy football. We're playing chess.
I don't know. My team just shit the bed this week. I don't know what they're doing. They just got no points anywhere. We talked about Antonio Brown already. That whole thing in Pittsburgh, like the start of the year,
Yeah.
with Le'Veon Bell not playing. I
Yeah,
was
so
like,
now their best
this
players
is
are just
great.
not playing.
This is great for Antonio Brown. He's going to get lots of points.
Oh, yeah.
this year with, Le'Veon Bell. Nope. Got little.
Yeah. So he
Jesus
had
Christ, our Lord and Savior. Juju's getting some good. I think Juju actually has more fantasy points than Antonio Brown.
I
now.
think so, yeah. Juju's having a good start to the season. Deion Lewis did you dirty.
Yeah.
Lamar Miller, I mean, that 7's okay.
It's all right.
Demarius Thomas. Oh.
Lamar Miller's in the top 5 rushers this year so far.
Oh yeah.
But he's got no touchdowns. So
Okay.
He's not getting big points.
Yeah, he's not getting those goal line touches or whatever.
Yeah, and then like I said, when you see the ghost miss, that's it.
Yeah. You know your day is done when the ghost is missing.
One thing that really annoyed me.
It was 50 plus yards though. Like.
Look, expect him to get it.
That's harsh.
But one thing I was thinking before the match was that my quarterback was playing my defense.
Yeah, that's
so
not good.
I figured either they'll both get middling points,
yeah,
or one of them will get a lot of points. But no. So
they both did poor.
The Vikes gave up a lot of points to Green Bay, but somehow that didn't translate into points for Rodgers. He only threw 1 touchdown.
Yeah,
so
the rest would have been rushing touchdowns.
Yeah, he obviously was.
Or interception, I think.
Scared of his leg, I guess.
One of them,
didn't
yeah.
want to hold on to the ball.
Oh no, I'm pretty sure he still played amazing.
Yeah, I didn't watch the match.
Yeah, I think Devontae Adams got that touchdown. Demarius Thomas had a nightmare day in Oakland. 1.8 point, or yeah 1.8.
That's not good.
I didn't. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't see most of these games either. What was I doing? I was a tiff. Yeah. So I didn't see much of them. So this analysis will be tandem. No, I don't know. Yes.
Yeah. So of my first 3 picks, Rodgers probably that injury probably not happening too much anymore. Antonio Brown, don't know what he's doing, and Freeman is injured. Hopefully he'll be back this week.
Yeah, so you are essentially in the same position as John and kind of Shala.
Pretty much. So I can't really be too disappointed losing to someone who didn't have the first 3 picks, and I also, in a way, Is this your way of explaining the loss of? No, I mean, like, John had a good week.
Yeah,
fairness to him.
This is gonna happen. This is what we were saying. Like I was saying about John. Like it's not gonna be a case where he's gonna lose every game. Some things are just gonna work out. And this, he did well to put the team together though. Like with Tyler Lockett getting in there, obviously after Doug Baldwin got injured and stuff. Like that was an obvious move, but it was. Other people mightn't have done it.
Ben is the.
Yeah, Big Ben. Yeah, that was a great pickup. Yeah, and even he called it. He was like, "Oh, he's gonna get fucking 40 points now because Dell dropped him."
He's got to come up with some sort of agreement with Dell. That Dell plays him, he
yeah,
gets no points, and then he drops him.
Yeah,
so John can pick him up and get 40 points.
Kenyon Drake benefited from because Ajayi I think got injured.
Yeah, he was out for a bit.
Yeah, so Kenyon Drake ended up picking up touches there. So fucking Ajayi's injury absolutely double boned you. It stopped him from getting points, and then his fucking understudy got points. Oh wait, no, sorry. What am I talking about? Shit.
But let me tell you something. I love weed, okay? I love it. But not as much as I love pussy.
What team Kenyon Drake's on and you win a prize?
Peyton Barbers is probably not that good of a footballer, so I think he needs a new running back. Beast Mode had a good game from him too. That's good to see. Why is D. Carlson down as a bye? Oh, because
this week.
No, I think did he get dropped?
Oh,
does he not have a team right now?
Well, I mean, he has points on that match, so I don't know. Maybe he did get dropped.
Yeah, he's gone.
Oh,
he doesn't play for a team anymore.
Another kicker has been dropped this week.
So it's such a bad week for kickers. Yeah. Then he picked up the Eagles defense. That was from
you.
Yeah, I'm just wondering, do I have any
topics
on
this? Week.
So yeah, let's what are the benches like? So obviously Deshaun Jackson. So I assume you're gonna.
He's gonna be in this week.
Yeah.
The only reason he didn't play this week because he was questionable.
Yeah,
I figured if he was still questionable like half an hour, it's just too uncertain. I couldn't risk it.
And then
I was risking it with Rodgers.
Yeah.
They were both questionable. I couldn't have 2 questionable players on my team.
I guess, it might have worked,
Yeah, I think either way, like, if I played my best team, I still would have lost. Because he was, 45 points ahead of me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't winning.
That's, in the write-up, it makes it seem like Big Ben single-handedly carried the team, but, he didn't. He got, 40% of the points or whatever, or just under. But when I wrote this up yesterday, so by that John wasn't this far ahead.
So he had spread there. Like four other players with more than 10 points. So
yeah, he had a good. What about Bilal Powell? How do you feel about Bilal Powell?
Did me dirty week 1 by not getting any points. Did me dirty week 2 by getting a lot of points.
On your bench.
I don't know what to do with them.
Who's he
'Cause
playing?
I picked up Inunwa.
Yeah, I think that's
probably incorrectly.
I think that's a good.
Yeah.
I think that was a good trade. What was that? Oh, we should talk about that trade. What happened with that?
So yeah, I got him and Ajayi for Alan Robinson, and my 8th round pick went to Martin.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the
Savings.
8th round pick. Yeah.
Let's hope Martin forgets about it too.
No, I took a picture of. I recorded it
You piece of shit.
for posterity. Hashtag posterity. If you guys like posterity, please leave a comment below.
The Italian dish?
Is that an Italian dish?
No, that was a joke.
Oh.
It sounds like an Italian dish.
Guy, it's all about that posterity. Yeah, so you got a Nunwa and a Ajayi. Yeah, I like that.
Again, too much depth is a
Yeah,
bad thing.
yeah, it haunts you.
Yeah.
Haunt your every waking moment.
Yeah, I think
I wake up
Jackson-
and fucking sweats at night.
Another reason why I dropped Jackson was because John said in his podcast last week, he was like, oh, he'll get you points, 1 every 7 matches.
Yeah.
So that was playing on my mind as well.
Yeah.
I was like, if he's questionable and he's inconsistent, get out of here.
And
So-
you listened to John
Well,
against when
mean,
you were playing John.
He told Shauna to not play Alex Smith. That was the right.
He's
that was the right
playing
call.
you. Yeah, I don't know. Well, it depends on how amazing Ryan Fitzpatrick continues to be.
Yeah.
Martin Fitzpatrick, sorry. Ryan Fitzpatrick.
Ryan Fitzmagic.
Ryan Fitzmagic, yeah. You look like Conor McGregor, did you see that?
Yeah.
It's hilarious.
Great man. He just took all of Deshaun Jackson's clothes.
Is that what happened?
Yeah.
All
He
right.
took his clothes and his jewellery and went down to the press conference.
Yeah, he just looks like Conor McGregor. It's fucking amazing. Who the fuck? No, I'm not gonna do the accent.
Yeah, you gotta get that beard going. That big,
Yeah,
bushy beard.
the
And
fucking
sunglasses in public.
yeah. I'm probably not gonna do that now though.
Mm.
It's coming into winter or whatever. I feel like
I mean, that's
I'll prepare for next summer though. I got time.
the best time to have a beard in winter.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Were you talking about the sunglasses?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So then you traded away your pick, your 8th round, and Allen Robinson.
Yeah.
Don't know how that's gonna work out. I think Allen Robinson should be good. We'll get to that later on. Actually, my closing points on this are that I think John's gonna do fine this season.
Yeah.
I think people are gonna get injuries and stuff,
Yeah.
and
A chance at the playoffs.
Oh, I'd say so.
Not a bad chance either.
depends on how well these guys can continue.
Yeah.
And then your team, you're at 6 and 7. Conor, what's going on?
I don't know.
You just gotta.
Stern talking to will be had.
Yeah,
before the
yeah,
matches this week.
Are you jumping into the waiver wire? Is that something that you're going to be doing this?
I'll see. There's still a few nice tight ends on the wire, but that's again, that's a tricky position because most of the people who've been doing good so far they've had one good game and one bad game.
Yeah.
Just like Mocarl, Jared Cook, his first game was good, so I picked him up. Second game, not so much.
Yeah, it's tough to know with tight ends.
Yeah.
Less than 6 to play. And Elliott. All the way in. Touchdown.
That was Zeke Elliott scoring for the RD Aztecs as they put the Reggae Sharks to the sword in a big matchup in the Luther Division. Performances from Brady, Elliott and Marvin Jones were enough to see the Aztecs secure victory. But the big story may very well be Coach Farley's decision to drop Pats receiver Chris Hogan to the bench. Following a quiet game last week, Hogan was dropped from the starting place, only for him to score in week 2. This will no doubt lead to more consternation between the coach and the handsome wideout. The Sharks, on the other hand, look to be in trouble. After losing number 1 pick Lev Bell for an unknown period of time, the Sharks then managed the rare reverse snitch before injuries to Larry Fitzgerald and Shady McCoy in a game where the team needed all the help it could get. Even more perplexing for the Sharks was the decision to leave superstar quarterback Cameron Newton on the bench in favour of one of the other 2 sub-Cam Newton QBs that Coach Chute has on her roster. But even that change wouldn't have been enough to save the Sharks from an 0-2 start to the season for the 3rd year running. Conor, before we talk about the game, Shauna has lost her first 2 games for the last 3 years.
That's an interesting stat.
Yes.
Because she always makes the playoffs.
Yeah, so Shauna obviously starts slow and like fucking builds in.
Yeah, with her team this year though, I don't know if I see that happening again.
I mean, if it happens like 3 years running, like that's a lot. To start slow.
Thing, then.
Yeah.
It's a strategy.
Like, I don't know, like, don't get me wrong, Shauna, like, you're good at the game, but I don't know that you're, like, analysing everything out, like, unless you're, like, some fucking, like, prophet
Genius.
sent from, like... But, yeah, so maybe her luck is, like, running out at this stage. To start 0-2 and then win the championship is pretty good. She did that, 2 years ago?
Yeah, well, I mean... Probably everyone that's won the championship has probably lost at least 2 matches.
Yeah, but to
Get those
lose
losses out of the way.
early and then just go on a run. I was actually thinking about the longest winning streak. I believe it's the Dragons. Yeah, 8 games.
10?
Did he get 10? Could 10 get like that?
That's a lot, yeah.
And he didn't win that year.
No, I mean once you get to the playoffs, it doesn't matter how much long your winning streak was.
Yeah, it's knockout, baby.
But yeah.
Yeah, so it's just interesting with Sean. Alright, so let's fucking jump into this game. Shall we?
Yes.
Oh, good. Applause. Dell did well with Tom Brady, Ezekiel Elliott, Marvin Jones. They pretty much hoisted the team. He was not hoisted by his own petard, he was hoisted by a bunch of players.
Not actually a good week for Dell. Like, I mean, he won in the end.
Yeah.
But I was looking at it, he had the 3rd lowest score.
Yeah.
And still won.
So it's kind of lucky that he ended up playing Shauna, who is the worst. Yeah, Shauna's the worst this week. Yeah. So she was losing to Newman, whoever she played.
She's a woman, so she's technically the worst every week.
I don't want to be the one to say it, but
we're all thinking it. John, were you thinking that?
If you think Shauna's a little bitch, please leave a comment.
Yeah, we'll get that comment later.
Below. Like and subscribe. Tell your friends. Subscribe here and here and here.
We're not doing video this week.
And here.
You know where.
Find us at your local news agents.
Pick up a copy today.
Only on cassette. So yeah, Dell's team. Gronk had a quiet game against the Jags. That Jags defense is so good, and I know they're not actually getting me that many fantasy points, but they're fucking incredible.
Are they? Yeah.
They're so good. Yeah.
Okay. I haven't been paying any attention to the Jags.
Yeah.
This year so far.
They beat the Patriots this week 3-1 or 3-1. 3-1.
Soccer scores. Yeah, I think
they're very good.
Patriots.
It's gonna
weakness is kind of
showing its head a little bit, but look, he still won this week. I don't think they're going to be playing the Jags defense every week though.
Like, I mean, if they get sort of 1 or 2 bogey games a year.
Yeah, I was.
He's gotten one of them out of the way already, and
I was looking at the Patriots
it's pretty good
fixtures or whatever. I can still see them winning they're still going to win 14. No, not 14. 12, 11 to 12 games. 12 games definitely. Tom Brady ain't retiring. Tom Brady's getting better, bitches.
Yeah, it's crazy how he's better now. What's he, 40?
He's 40. Yeah, I think he's going to be 41.
25.
Oh, definitely.
Crazy.
Oh,
like
here's.
A fine wine.
Here, while we're on the subject of Patriots players, Dell is not going to have a good time with Chris Hogan. I'm going to tell you now.
Yeah.
This relationship is already...
going sour.
It's going sour, and it's not going to get better, because he's going to play him next week. Whatever happens, Dell could play him next week, he could not play him next week. Whatever he does, the opposite thing that he wants is going to happen. If he leaves him on the bench, he's going to get a lot of points. If he plays him, he's not going to get points.
It's like Schrodinger's Dell.
Schrodinger's Dell, yeah. Or Schrodinger's Hoagie Bear.
Yeah, that's it. Schrodinger's bear. The upgrade version of Schrodinger's cat.
So I think the smart move for Dell to do is, look, this happens to Dell every year. He gets a guy and they have a falling out, and then it rumbled on. It's a continuing thing, and then the camp aren't happy. The other players can sense that there's tension and stuff. Dell, I think you should trade Hoagie Bear to anyone. I'll contemplate a trade. I don't particularly need Chris Hogan, but I'm sure somebody will. John will take him. Trade Hogan to John.
That'd be a good trade for John.
That would be a good trade for John, and Dell can get somebody. All right, let's
Maybe John could give away his first 3 picks next year.
Let's do a little hypothetical trade with John.
What does Dell need though?
He'd probably take another wide receiver because Doug Baldwin's injured. Marvin Jones, Keenan Allen. Oh, they're two very good receivers. James White as his flex. Sammy Watkins had a good season or a good week. Maybe a running back. I don't know how rich John is at running back though. A Chris Hogan for
Sean Lynch.
No, that wouldn't fly. Kenyon Drake, I think.
That's his boy this year so far though.
Who?
Kenyon Drake.
Oh yeah, no, he's not. Yeah. Did you see my little picture? Photoshop? Yeah.
Liked it.
Yeah.
No, not actually a Photoshop. I believe you actually met Drake.
I met Drake
here in Toronto, where he lives.
Yeah, on the set of a movie.
Yes.
Well, that's why it was
where
a desert.
He plays a Kenyan person.
Kenyan
immigrant.
It's gonna win Oscars, baby.
Steal the idea.
But yeah, so Dell's just gotta. He's got to get rid of Hogan. It's not going to do well. I would suggest trade him fast because once Edelman comes back, he's going to have less opportunities.
Yeah.
I don't think Josh Gordon affects him at the minute because I think it's going to be weeks before Josh Gordon plays.
Who's Snow?
Who's Snow?
Who? My Snow?
Yes.
Are you saying who is Snow or who owns the Snow?
Yeah. What did you say?
I said who's to know.
Move on. No, we can't move on. We didn't talk about. We didn't talk Shauna Steve at all. Alright, so Shauna stubbornly played Alex Smith as I assume a fuck you to John. Because see what happened was she assumed that he was playing mind games. Oh, yeah.
I don't know why though. She wasn't playing him. John's successful mind games worked on me.
Yeah.
Don't let that happen to you.
Yeah, I think that's what happened as well. Got in Shauna's head.
I mean, John had a bit of a merit. He had two players with minus points. Another kicker disaster for Shauna.
Yeah, so she got the mythical. Well, it's not really mythical. It's common enough. The reverse snitch. Don't know when the last time we got the reverse snitch was, but I think they're pretty common.
What's that?
How do you not know what the reverse snitch is?
I don't know.
When someone misses a PAT.
Oh, okay.
You get minus.
Oh, you get minus points for that, yeah?
Yeah, I think you get minus 5 points. I'm not going to be able to see it here. Yeah. Do you know about the golden snitch?
No.
It's when, if it's a defense blocks a 2, or yeah, if they block a kick and run it back into the end zone, or if they intercept a 2-point conversion and get it to the end zone, you get 15 points. The defense gets 15 points.
Oh, yeah?
Or is it 25 points?
That's nice.
Yeah, God, it's just been in the division for like 2 years.
That must be uncommon.
The golden snitch has happened twice or 3 times. The last time it happened, I think, was last year. The Ravens defense got it. I can't remember if anyone had them. I don't think they did. And I think I got it the first year. But that was the time I was already winning by like a huge margin.
What's the reverse snitch then?
The reverse snitch is a missed PAT.
Oh yeah, you just said that.
Yeah, so Shauna got hit with the missed PAT. The Ravens defense got a fucking hammered against Cincinnati. That game feels so long ago now. Shayna McCoy got injured, so Shauna's fucked. As did Larry Fitzgerald, who got injured. So Shauna's fucked. DeAndre Hopkins, he's the best. Shauna, I suggest trading DeAndre Hopkins to me for your first round pick next year.
That's a good trade.
Yeah, Sean, you better do that. Do it fast. You're going to rob me blind.
What do you think is going to happen with Bell?
I could see him missing like at least half of the games.
Yeah, I think the longer this goes on and the more the rest of the guys keep performing, the less value he'll be.
Yeah.
To
Yeah.
fantasy and to the Pittsburgh Steelers as a team.
Yeah.
For someone who's taking third?
Saying that he was first. Yeah, first overall pick. But saying that to say that they keep doing what they're doing while he's out, like they drew against the Browns and they lost to the Chiefs. And I think maybe if you have Le'Veon Bell, you definitely win at least the game against the Browns.
Yeah, I mean they're very unlucky though to lose against the Browns. They missed a field goal
I think Lev Bell just wins that game.
And I saw as well they're the first time in the Super Bowl era the team has scored 37 points at home and lost. I think. Oh no, it was 37 points and didn't
win.
Didn't get any turnovers or something like
Oh,
that.
alright.
And didn't win. Yeah. So like, I mean, I wouldn't say like Le'Veon Bell missing him is a big thing so far. They've been unlucky.
Yeah, I
they
mean,
could very easily be 2-0.
There's 0-1-1 though at the minute. I think if you've led Bell, you're probably 2-0.
Maybe. Who's to know?
Yeah, who is to know? If you know, leave a comment below. Just like and subscribe. And Shauna, tell your Northern Irish friends. Okay? Shauna's not gonna listen.
They won't understand. They put their
Fucking
toasters
Nordies
in cupboards.
Yeah, Shauna, if you leave your toaster in the press, please leave a comment below and like and subscribe. Let's have a look at the rest of Shauna's team. Kevin Benjamin was quiet. Cam Newton got 27 points, but even that wouldn't have, 13 points wouldn't have made a difference.
Yeah. Shauna, just drop Alex Smith. What are you doing? Get another player that you need, like someone from any other position.
Yeah. That's
my advice.
Just don't have 3 quarterbacks, maybe. That's what I would do. So Conor, I recently got word from Coach Farley about this game. So this is an exclusive for the Mocarl and Conman podcast. We're the only Drisbowl related podcast that has exclusive quotes. Exclusive quotes.
That's
Exclusivequotes.com. www.exclusivequotes.com. We're the only show that does quotes. So I think that's something to brag about. And we should.
I definitely wouldn't watch a podcast without quotes.
Yeah.
Although saying that, I don't watch any podcasts.
That's fair. So Coach Farley wanted to comment on the win. I did not accost him for this message. This came out of the blue. Usually myself and Derek have a frosty relationship. He does not like the media. He doesn't interact with the media. Some call him a recluse. No, sorry, some call him a raccoon. Who's to say? Okay, so this is the quote. Farley said, "Gotta be happy with 2-0 from the first 2 rounds. My fear about the Patriots Aztecs codependence was almost realised last night, so I think I need to start making some trades to get a better balance. Also, Big Ben went and hit almost 40 points after I dropped him. His attitude stinks and always has. The Cougars better enjoy last week's points because he's thrown nothing but interceptions next week. Can Del Stradamus strike again? Stay tuned." And then he said, "How's that?" I assume in reference to the cricket celebration after one catches a wicket or a ball.
Yeah. What's the cricket ball called?
Satchel. Del's quote, he seems pretty happy.
He should be. Like, he didn't pick a team this year and he's 2-0.
He made
only, 4 or 5 people that are 2-0?
4, I think. Yeah. He made reference to Big Ben. We don't need to dive back into their past relationship.
The history is
rich.
established.
So, yeah, in all, he seems happy. I also have a couple quotes from some other head coaches, Conor, if you'll indulge.
I will.
Alright, so Conor, this is just quick. We have some quotes from some other coaches in the league talking about Del and the Aztecs. Now this isn't this is all above board. This is from
No slander here.
a common messaging board that we all use. There's no behind the back antics here. Martin said, "I'll not be mad if Del makes it in over me." And John said, "Yeah, Del deserves his shot at the playoffs. Has Del gone to the playoffs before?" Then Morty said, "Nope, my preseason prediction is looking fire." And then John said, "You got this, Del." So what do we make of 2 coaches cheering on another coach?
I think it's kind of like the Cleveland Browns this year. People are
Just
cheering them on. We want them to do well.
Yeah, it's too many years of pain, is what you're saying.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Too many years of poor Del.
And does Richie not get that because of his one very good year, where he won the 10 games
I don't know.
as a perennial?
He had his beginner's luck.
Was that his first season?
No,
I don't know. I think it was, I don't know.
I don't think so.
But it's weird to see other coaches. I mean, you're going to be playing against Del, and he's in both of their divisions. I guess they'll just be like
Mind
second
games.
team. They'll just be rooting. I'm gonna root for Dell too. I guess we're all just rooting for Dell, aren't we?
Well, if everyone else is doing it, you know.
Yeah,
the
fuck it.
old
Let's
Nazi
go.
defense.
I
Everyone was
decree, as past co-commissioner, that Dell gets one extra win. All exams are cancelled. All right, let's move on.
Reeves for the end zone and Thomas. He holds it in. It's going to be a Saints touchdown.
That was Michael Thomas making the grab as the Millions followed up their dominant Week 1 performance with a dominant Week 2 performance. Thomas, Gurley, Green and Kelsey all put up huge numbers to guarantee the win for the Millions, which also saw questions surrounding the team's strength and depth answered emphatically, as Breda, Eckler and Calvin Ridley all posted respectable numbers from the bench. It's not all rosy in the OC though.
Don't call it that.
As kicker Legatron suffered a groin strain while the Bears D gave star QB Russell Wilson a tough day at the office in the week's last game. The Dublin Dragons slumped to a second defeat in 2 weeks. Drew Brees, Stephon Diggs and Carlos Hyde couldn't do enough to save the Dragons from a dreaded 0-2 start, their second straight 0-2 start to a season. The signs of a good team are still there, however, as QB god Ryan Fitzpatrick continued his good form starting the season. Along with good games from T.Y. and Buck Allen all on Richie's bench, it might not be as bad as the 0-2 suggests. Connor, what do you make about this game?
Yeah, so I think actually Richie was a bit unlucky to lose this week, because kind of like the mirror to Dell.
Yes,
He had the third highest score
that's
and
very
still managed to lose.
That's very astute of you. I have the same note. So
Yeah.
Richie only was behind me and Barry in terms of scoring. So if he had played anyone else, he would have won. And I
Yeah.
think he's quite high up in the the rankings of who would have beaten who. He's third in that as well. So he said 2 weeks. Yeah, so he played me and he played Barry the last 2 weeks. So he's played the two toughest
The two
apparently
top-
so far.
The two of you have been the two highest
Scoring,
teams both
yeah,
weeks.
yeah.
So
And he's had to play us twice,
Yeah.
and then he's the third highest scoring. So he's put up 2 really good performances, and he's lost both times. So it's unlucky, but I think he should probably be fine in the long run.
like he could easily be 2-0 instead of 0-2.
Yeah, he could. Oh yeah. Okay, so let's just talk about so let's look at Richie's team for a second. Drew Brees is always going to get you points. Carlos Hyde he had a good week. Julio Jones was quiet, but he'll obviously do better. Stephon Diggs with a huge game, 128 yards, 2 receiving touchdowns, and 1 2-point. So he's gonna, because him and Kirk Cousins look to have a bit of a connection,
Rapport.
bit of a love
Yeah.
train, something. Love train. Okay, we don't have the rights to that. Oh, the Bears defense looked like a very nice pickup.
Yeah. 20 points from
Yeah.
the defense, that's pretty good.
With Khalil Mack as well, like he fucking
Oh, yeah.
tore up against the Packers,
Yeah.
and now he's just destroying. Well, that Seahawks team isn't very good anyway. But yeah, that's promising from the Bears. They
Yeah.
look like they might be a good defense anyway. And then he also has Ryan Fitzpatrick, which I assume he's going to play next week. You can't not play him at this stage.
Him and Mahomes, the two top quarterbacks so far this year, and they've been on the bench every week. So I think they'll be making appearances next week.
Yeah. I was also very pleased to see that he hadn't played T.Y. Hilton. Because I was like, T.Y. Hilton is like a really good player. Why would you not play him? And then if you had played him for, say, Kenny Stills or whatever, that's 120. Then he's only like 15 behind.
Yeah, he still probably would have been.
If he plays,
he would
if he
probably have
plays
played perfect
Ryan
team.
Fitzpatrick, that's another 12 points just there. Yeah, and then he just needs to play Buck Allen over Buck Allen.
Like he would have had to play a perfect team, and even then he.
Yeah, it was there. And I think this is to the point that
Yeah.
his team is very good.
Yeah.
So maybe we should all be rooting on Richie like we're rooting on Dell. Why isn't the consensus that let's go Richie?
Well, he does have a dildo in his logo, so
Not anymore. He's back to the Dragons, isn't he?
it looks like a dildo there.
Oh, it is a dildo. Oh. Maybe he just hasn't changed that. I don't know.
Maybe he likes it.
Maybe he might do.
Richie, if
I
you like a
pers-
dildo, please let us know in the comments.
Like and subscribe. Yeah, so I'm not sure, but yeah, so Richie's team is gonna be fine. The Stringer division is where it's at. It's fucking me, Barry, and Richie all just fucking
Top three
blowing
scoring team.
everyone. I don't know. Well, obviously Richie's not winning, but in terms of scoring points,
Yeah. That's where they all are.
Yeah, so it's a twist to the conventional. It's
That's
usually
true.
the Luther that's the strong division.
Yeah.
The strong will become the weak. The weak will become the strong.
Yeah, so that would be interesting because I'm sick of the fucking Luther having all fucking 4 championships. That's bollocks. It's so poor. Well, yeah, is it 3? Yeah, 3. It's been 3 years.
Yeah, it's been 3 years since we had the divisions.
Yeah, which I love. Division corner, Connor. What's your opinion on the divisions?
I also love, although just looking at it here, the 4 people in the stringer, 4 top scorers, are higher than anyone in the Luther, except me. If you know what I mean.
Yeah, so say that again.
So everyone in the stringer is ahead of everyone in the Luther, apart from the Titans.
Everyone in the string. This is like a fucking riddle.
Straightforward.
Break it down for me.
So every team
Yeah.
in the Luther, so the Millions, the Warriors, the Zebra Killers, and the Dragons
Yes.
have scored more points than everybody in the Luther.
Oh yeah, so the Luthers,
Individually. Yeah.
So they're all 5 of them are.
All 5 of the
At
people
the
in the
lowest.
Luther are lower than the top 4 in the
Oh.
stringer, apart from me.
Where do you fall?
Second last overall.
God damn it, Connor.
I'm letting the string down.
Yeah, the string looks good this year though.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
fucking
where it's
feeling it. Yeah, it's gonna be hot. Me
We-
against
we
Barry
have-
next week. Oh
That's gonna be a big game.
Spicy. It's gonna be 2 juggernauts of the game.
That could be make or break for an undefeated season.
Could be. I think that's it. I think.
But you're playing them again in
Yeah, I have
12
a
and 13.
I think just at the minute Alvin Kamara is so hot and stuff. Yeah, I think.
Yeah.
And then because he's got fucking Patty Mahomes is just on fire at the minute too,
Yeah,
and
he's
I'm
gonna
like,
get started. Actually, we're talking about the wrong game.
Yeah.
So let's get back to your game.
it's my game. All right, do you want to just let's talk about my team real quick?
Yeah. So Todd Gurley put up big numbers there.
The man's a
AJ
genius.
Green,
He's so good.
Kelsey, which that was your.
Yeah.
He was the second tight end. a week ago?
Second tight end,
Yeah.
tight end taken. Yeah.
So looks like that was worth it. But yeah,
He's
good spread
gonna
there.
he's gonna like all tight ends. He's gonna have good weeks where he gets like 2 touchdowns, and he's gonna have weeks where he's gonna get like fucking like 6 points or something like that. What, he got 6 yards last week. So even with good tight ends, it's not. With any player, you're not certain to get points anyway. But it's nice that he comes up in a big spot.
Yeah.
You know, because if I don't have those 22 points, this game is a lot closer.
Yeah, well, like your points are spread out amongst the team. Even like you had no kicker this week. Basically, he scored no points.
Yeah.
And he's dropped, isn't he?
Yeah. So I'm getting
So
rid
you
of
got
Greg.
a
Yeah.
kicker. But even with that, you still won by 25 points.
Yeah.
It's the 3rd highest scoring team. With also a lot of points on the bench.
Yeah. So like
Matt Breda.
even Barkley had a quiet game against the Cowboys. AJ Green obviously on Thursday fucking blew the fuck up. So that was great. So that set the tone. I was like, I'm fine this week. That's why I was like, I was okay about missing all the games. Cause like AJ Green just did me a fucking solid. I'm in the clear. Then Michael Thomas as well. I think he's gonna be top 3 wide receiver this year.
In terms of
Like the top
fancy
3
points,
scorers. Yeah.
okay.
Don't know who else is going to be there. Probably Antonio Brown. If he plays,
let's
though,
hope so.
he's the slow start. Definitely Tyreek Hill, probably.
Yeah.
I think it'd be Tyreek Hill, Michael Thomas, because he's getting so many targets.
Who else is there in New Orleans to take those targets off him?
There's some other guys, but nobody
Nobody at the
Nobody
level of
like
Michael
Mike.
Thomas, yeah.
you got to be like Mike.
Big Mike.
Devin Funchess, I just threw him in because I was like, I thought Devontae Adams was injured. So I was like, fuck it, I'll throw him in, I'll gamble it, I hope he does well against the Falcons. And he did okay, he was fine.
Yeah, 8 points from a 7.7 points from a flex.
Yeah, yeah.
That's alright.
It's just when you look at my bench, because then I got like Devontae
Yeah.
Adams got the touchdown and he had a good game, and then fucking Matt Breda blew up, which is make me think. I'm like, maybe Matt Breda should play. I think he needs to do it a couple more weeks though to like work his way into the team.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna just throw this young guy in. A team of superstars. Got my boy Eckler too. I like him. He seems to be getting a lot of the ball in the Chargers in LA. So even with Melvin Gordon there, he's like the change of pace back or whatever. So I think he's gonna do all right. Sonny Michel just came back. Jags defense. I'm not gonna read into that. He's gonna be fine. Calvin Ridley's probably gonna see a lot more touches going forward after that performance.
Yeah, just looking at it on your team, not counting your quarterback, there was 10 touchdowns on your starting team. So you'd be doing well to
Yeah.
lose with that sort of scoring prowess on your team. So
Yeah, so like my team is good. This is not a surprise to anyone.
No.
Even the depth, I'm happy about now.
Yeah.
I was worried at the start. Now I feel fine about it.
Yeah, made some trades or pickups.
Just picked up 2 guys.
Yeah.
Picked up Matt Braid and picked up Eckler, and they seem to enjoy the. You know, they've got good chemistry with the boys in the locker room.
in the millions.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a lot of the team spirit is high.
Okay.
You should see what Todd does with the cereal and boxes and stuff. You got to be there. I'm not doing it justice.
That's
but
amazing.
They're good guys, you know.
Yeah. Good. I'm glad to hear it.
On second down. Rivers to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Mike Williams.
Wow, I'll tell you what, that was a heck of a throw.
It was Philip Rivers throwing the TD to help secure the tightest of margins as the Holland Astros overcame a stubborn Crusaders team that have now lost the first 2 games for the 3rd time in the history and the first since 2015. With less than 2 points of margin, the Crusaders only needed a few more yards from wideout Allen Robinson to steal the victory, but it was Coach Thompson's Astros that came away with the win. Philip Rivers, Kareem Hunt, Mike Evans and the Ramsey all played their part in starting the Astros off 2-0 and tied for first place in the Luther. Crusaders, however, will look at performance from Adrian Peterson and Tyler Eifert as reasons that they go home empty-handed. Melvin Gordon did everything in his power to keep them in the game, but alas, it just wasn't enough, Conor. Let's discuss. Tight game.
Very unlucky.
Tight game,
Wow.
yeah.
But I will say, if he had kept Inunwa and not traded it for Allen Robinson,
He would have won.
I'm pretty sure he would have won. Because he got 8.3 for Allen Robinson, and Inunwa got 9.2. So that 0.9 would have got him just.
No, he needed 1.88.
Did he? Oh wait, oh yeah. Never mind then.
No, so there was no
Oh,
way
I
he
thought
could
was-
win.
oh, okay. I thought it was. I was looking at it.
So it's just written in the stars. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I guess if he'd
And that trade
played,
didn't matter.
if he'd played anyone on his, oh no, his bench is shocking too.
Yeah. But consolation is that
Adrian
Gordon had a
Peterson.
stunning week.
Oh, if he
2
played,
touchdowns
if he played Kyle Rudolph, he would have won. That's it.
instead of AP.
Instead of Tyler Eifert.
Oh, okay.
Tight
There's
ends.
2 tight ends.
Mm.
The only person with that.
I mean, he started 0-2 now. Maybe it's not the best. Maybe he's lost it. Connor, do you think Martin has lost it as a coach?
I think it's gone to his head.
It's like Mourinho, you know? He came in charismatic, fucking swinging his dick about, fucking thinking he's a bit all that. And then wins a couple championships, 3rd year, can't do it. Lost the team.
It's like Belichick. Think you're great. Oh, I bet the Falcons are 28-3 down. And then you lose to Nick Foles.
I don't think that's the same thing.
I think it's the same.
I mean, they lost in the Super
Tom
Bowl.
Brady couldn't even catch the ball.
He's a 40-year-old man.
He's at his prime. He's just hitting his stride.
Imagine if he got that 40-year-old man catching a Super Bowl, or 40-year-old quarterback. Yeah, so what do you think about that stat about Martin's team going 0-2 for the 3rd time in history?
Another interesting one. 3rd time in a row or just in history?
In history. So the only time that they didn't lose their first 2 games, they won the championship. So Martin's not winning this year, if trends are to be believed.
Oh, okay. So every time he's won the championship, he won his first 2
Yeah,
games.
well, he just didn't.
Well,
Yeah,
he didn't lose. The
He didn't draw any of them.
Yeah, impressive stats that you have them that far back. I don't know the stats.
Work is
2
cool.
years ago, like
Work is quiet. You know, you got a little prep work. You know,
Yeah.
you gotta put that grind in. This is essentially what I do most weeks now. I'm like, right, pod. You know, fucking Wednesday. Prepare it Monday and Tuesday. Pretend to do my job for the rest of the week.
I don't know. Again, Martin is another team, kind of like Richie. He's 0-2. He could very easily be 2-0. Week 1 he was playing you with the biggest score, so
Yeah.
not much you can do there. He lost by less
Yeah,
than
no.
2 points.
Martin's team it's fine. Let's go through it really quick. Andrew Luck had a quiet game against Washington. Not really sure what that was about. 2 interceptions kind of boned him.
Andrew
I
Luck.
think you'll get that with Andrew Luck.
More like Andrew Unluck.
Oh, boom, perfect.
There my notes. Yeah, poor old Andrew Luck. You'd be expecting more than that from any quarterback, really.
Yeah, 2 interceptions boned him. Adrian Peterson had a quiet game. Melvin Gordon blew up. He's just a great player, and I think he's Martin's boy. I think he's had him a couple of times, so they seem to get on well. Manny Sanders is a recent arrival, I believe, in a trade with Dell. Who was the trade last week? Remember we breaking news?
Rob.
Was it Rob? Oh, Rob.
He traded. He traded Jarvis Landry as well, wasn't it? The wrong person to trade from Cleveland.
Yeah. So both Martin's receivers are they're fresh off the boat, just in the door.
The old trade situation.
If you're not trading, you're not trying. That's the old adage. God, what's your favourite adage?
Connemara.
Let's move on.
These adages, I don't know what an
Alright.
adage is. All this section is just going to be cut.
Yeah.
It's been terrible.
Just Michael as a note. As soon as you get to adages, just fucking circle back to the. I'm looking out for you, old future Michael. Yeah, future Michael, you handsome son of a bitch. Oh, tell me the lotto numbers, future Michael. If you remember the lotto numbers, send them on. Comment below.
Anyway, yeah. So Tyler Eifert, not doing much. I'm pretty sure he's dropped him now. He's no longer with the Crusaders. I think that was a recent drop, so probably be hitting. Oh no, you said he has someone else on his bench.
Yeah, he has Kyle Rudolph.
Yeah, so he's already gotten rid of his spare tight end.
Yeah.
He'll probably be hitting the waiver wire tomorrow.
Yeah, Martin will be
So.
grand. Yeah, he'll win. Who's he playing next week? Do we know?
Dell. Country boys.
Okay. I wonder who Martin's going for in that game.
Dell, I presume.
Dell, yeah. I mean, he said it on the record.
We're all supporting Dell.
Let's talk about Danny. Phillip Rivers had a good game. He's going to have a good game all season. Kareem Hunt had a quiet game last week, so I think he's going to get more shit like that. He's going to get 14 to 20 points or whatever.
Yeah, you'll be wanting some good points off him. His boy Mike Evans, giving him some good
Got to be happy with 12 points. Cooper Kupp was quiet. Jimmy Graham, 9.5 points. That's pretty good. 95 yards. Alex Collins, the Irish dancing running back, 9 points. That's pretty good too. The Rams D with 13 points. I think he's pretty pleased with the Rams D because obviously he's a Rams fan.
Yeah, that's another sort of
power D.
Well, I mean, if Arizona scored like 1 or 2 points, that would have been the difference in that game probably.
That's true.
Shutting them down or shutting them out was a big haul of points for the defense.
Yeah. Then he's got Tevin Coleman and Amari Cooper on his bench who did good. And Mike Williams got a touchdown, I believe. Yeah.
Yeah. And so did Naeem
Hines, yeah. Of course, cousin to Hannah and Grace and Baz, of course. The Hines family. It's funny that Baz came third in that list. The Hines family.
Terry first.
Terry Hines.
Yeah.
Who's Terry Hines?
The dad. I can't remember the mother's name.
If you can remember Hannah's mother's name, please comment below. You know John's going to answer all these too.
Yeah.
It's good.
Thanks,
Good lad.
John.
Good lad. Thanks, John. Shout out to John. Yeah, well, Danny's 2-0 now, so that's a good start. Danny's probably going to have a good season. Even David Johnson is quiet though. I think he's going to kick on. And then Mike Evans, Kareem Hunt, like that's strong. He's gonna then Danny could probably make the playoffs. Like 2-0 to begin with, and I think. Do I have it here about
first time he's done that
in the divisions? So who did he play there? So that's Martin. So he's at least 1-0. Yeah, is he 2-0 in the divisions? Yeah. So 2-0 divisionally is really good. Let's move on.
We've no sponsors this week.
We've had no sponsors. If anyone would like to sponsor us,
yeah, the money's dried up.
The money's dried up. It's all gone on hookers and cocaine.
Hence, why
the rest we've wasted. Yeah, the budget's gone for that.
We were budgeted for 4 pixels last week.
But we blew the pixel budget in week 1 to 2.
Now we're only scheduled for 1 pixel, so you'll be just looking at a blank 1 pixel, just one black pixel covering the whole screen.
Might put a picture of Rob in there.
1 pixel of Rob?
1 pixel of Rob.
That'll just be kind of like a light.
A giant pixel of Rob. I'll make big pixels.
Okay. If you want to see more pixels of Rob, send $5.
For every $5 we get an extra pixel of Rob. Please
Save your money.
We need the money. You might think you need the money, but this podcast needs to go back to the video version fast. Let's move on.
Sponsored by Kellogg's.
We're ready, what's that?
Kamara for 2, and it's a slam dunk.
That was Juju Smith-Schuster with the score as the Brookville Rainbow Warriors duked it out with the Julianstown Zebra Killers in a big stringer matchup between two undefeated sides. Big games from a host of Warriors players such as Watson, Thielen, Hill and Clement meant that Jordan Howard had a lot to do going into Monday night's game. Kirk Cousins and some strong performances from Evan Ingram and James Conner make this to look a closer game than it might have been, as big name stars like ODB, Jarvis Landry and Dalvin Cook all failed to score in a game where they needed to be on their best to beat the second best team in fantasy football. The Zebra Killers fall to 500 for the season as Hill, Kamara, Thielen and the rest of the Warriors prepare for a huge tussle at the top of the stringer as they play the also undefeated Millions next week. The big question heading into that game is the mystery behind the team's refusal. So many refusals. Like, so many just refusal to play.
We're pigheads.
The team's refusal, I gotta get a new word for refusal, to play, I'm gonna keep all that in, to play Patrick Mahomes, who is arguably the best player in fantasy right now. Yeah, so I said it, Barry is the second best team. We've talked about this. Second highest scorer.
Second highest scorer.
Team looks strong.
Yeah.
It's a good team.
It is a very good team.
Even Deshaun Watson turned up. Even like he left Mahomes on the bench again, which would have got him another 16 points. He would have got more. He would have been higher than me if he'd played.
Yeah. Just looking here, outside Ryan Fitzpatrick, two top scorers in the league so far this year in terms of fantasy is Mahomes and Tyreek Hill, both from Kansas.
Yeah,
both from Brookville.
just working out. Yeah. Oh,
yeah.
Boom.
That arm is pointed towards Tyreek Hill, and it's all looking like the gravy train is rolling for Barry.
Yeah, I'm playing Barry next week as well, and he's definitely going to play fucking Patrick Mahomes next week. So that's why next week might be a bit of a tough one. I think
that's going to be a good matchup.
That's going to be a good matchup because I have a lot of good like players that like good matchups too.
Are there projections for that out yet?
Yes, but it's all.
I wouldn't.
It's all too soon to tell.
#
too soon to tell. Yeah, at the minute anyway.
Yeah, like no one's projected to get more than like 20 points, so. That's definitely not going to happen. There's going to be like 3 or 4 players at least
yeah,
like 20 points or more.
Yeah. Yeah. Adam Thielen had a good game as well. Did you see that touchdown?
Catch of the year.
That was amazing. Yeah, how did that get through?
Like, what's that phrase? Like getting something through a head of a needle?
Camel?
Yeah. I was going to say giraffe.
I don't think that's about precision though.
I think it's about.
I think that's about like the unlikelihood of something happening.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, I think that's like the chances of that are like a camel going through a.
Oh, I thought it was like.
Oh, well, maybe. I don't know. Now I'm unsure. What would the phrase be?
It's like getting a camel through the head of a needle. It's like.
Like a really
did it?
But like.
I don't know.
Oh yeah. Oh.
I mean, if you or someone you know has put a camel through the head of a needle, like and subscribe, and leave a comment. Explain how that happened.
Thanks, guys.
Was it a baby camel?
I don't want to know yet.
Yeah, we'll find out.
Yeah. Let's not ruin the surprise. He's got his boy Juju Smith-Schuster as well, who keeps scoring points, and especially if Antonio Brown just fucking quits football or whatever the fuck he's doing, then Juju's going to see all those targets. So. I think if I'm going to lose the season, I think next week might be it. Maybe. I got to see how my boys do.
Yeah, it's tough to call. I mean, looking at your team, Odell Beckham didn't really do much this week. He got you like 5 points.
Odell Beckham? I don't have Odell Beckham.
Oh, wait, sorry. Yeah, I'm looking at this week's matchup.
Yeah. Yeah, no, my team...
God, I'm dumb. I'm confused now. We're talking about this week's match, not next week.
Yeah.
That's where the confusion came from.
Yeah, so I think if I'm going to lose, it'll be against him next week. So it's going to be such a good matchup. I'm psyched for it. Let's see what happens.
That'll be the one to watch.
Because we can't meet in the Drisbowl final either.
Well, you're playing him again. I think I mentioned that. You're playing him in like week 11 or something like that.
It's just only one of those two teams can make it to the big dance.
We'll see how the attrition rate has been.
Yeah, I've been lucky with injuries so far.
Yeah,
and my like my strength in depth looks good again, like you were saying. So even if there was an injury, I'd feel comfortable. Obviously, because the rest of the team is still so good. It's if I have lots of injuries, I'm fucked. But that's the same with anyone.
Yeah, Barry's depth is not great. There's Lenny Fournette who
was injured. Yeah.
Is he back? Or how serious is that?
I think he'll probably be back next week.
Yeah.
He's got Paddy Mahomes. We talked about that. Robert. Yeah, the rest of it isn't great so far.
Yeah.
Maybe Jordy Nelson, Robert Woods will get better. It might just be slow.
We'll have to see.
Enjoy Jesus.
Yeah, enjoy your depraved hedonism.
Oh, I will.
Rob drops to 1-1 for the season. He had Kirk Cousins, who did really good. I bet he's loving that. I bet he fucking loves that shit.
His team winning.
Just Kirk Cousins is doing well.
Yeah. I mean, another tie, actually.
Yeah. Two ties in 2 weeks. Super, oh man. I don't know that they've ever had 3 ties in a season. But they've lessened the time. So it's like, it used to be 15 minutes.
In overtime?
Yeah. And now it's 10, I think. 10 and a half. No, or is that football? What am I thinking of? Let's move on. Oh no. Jordan Howard. Oh yeah, so he needed a big game from Jordan Howard and he didn't get that.
Yeah.
Dalvin Cook is 9 points. I think he's going to do good for Rob, and I bet Rob's delighted to have another Viking on his team. Landry, I think, will end up being a good trade for. Beckham is quiet at the minute because Eli is sucking balls. And on that note, Connor, I've only gone and fucking got a goddamn second exclusive. You ready for this?
Yeah.
Who do you think this is from?
Rob.
It is Rob. Of course it's Rob. Alright. I'm going to play this for you. You ready for this? Are you sitting down?
Yeah.
You want tenterhooks?
I certainly am.
So I suppose my biggest worry coming out of week 2 off a loss is just how many dicks Eli Manning sucks. I think he lost his left tackle or right tackle in that, or guard or something in that game against the Cowgirls. So I'm pretty worried about that. Eli Manning looks so flaccid, it's not even funny, and obviously he's thrown to ODB and Ingram, thrown in the loosest sense of the term. So that is my biggest worry. But again, I'm playing Conor this week. Conor, as you know, sucks dicks also. So I don't know. I think I'll win. I'm pretty happy. I got Jordan Howard playing Arizona. I think he's gonna go off. I think he didn't really play in the preseason, so I think his first 2 games, he's got 16 points total out of the first 2 games. I think this is kind of his preseason, and I think by week 3-4 he'll start hitting his stride, and then I'm looking gold. And then I got Dalvin Cook, who kind of in the same situation. He didn't really play in the preseason, so he's warming up, he's getting back into it, and hopefully those 2 brothers hit their stride at the same time. Probably should have started someone instead of Jarvis Landry last week. Brandon Cooks, Keenan Cole, who looks unreal, and Will Fuller all scored over 15 points on my bench. Not great, but at the same time, Jarvis Landry, what are you going to do, not start him? So tough decisions this week in my wide receiver 2. Think I might take a punt on Keenan Cole because he looks super good. That one-handed catch, if anybody hasn't seen it, was so unreal, so good. So yeah, nice little tidbit from mine and Baz's matchup last week as well. We had a triple rivalry weekend. I don't know if that has ever happened in Drisbowl. So I support Liverpool, obviously. Baz supports Spurs. They were playing each other on Saturday. I support the Vikings. Baz supports Green Bay. They were playing each other on Sunday, and our teams were playing each other in the Drisbowl. So it ended 1-1. We got a draw. So yeah, next time we play each other, we're gonna have to keep score of that and then see who comes out on top for the season.
So Rob had a lot to say there, and I think he analysed his team better than we ever could. Yeah, he did have good weeks from Brandon Cooks and Will Fuller. He's just unlucky. Rob's team is good too. Yeah, so I fear you're the weakest in the division so far, Connor.
Looking like it. Despite what I thought was a good draft, it's not going well so far. Hopefully next week we can turn it around.
Against Rob.
Bring some team building exercises to the group this week.
Yeah.
Get some ice cream maybe. A few Freddo bars.
Freddos. They're expensive now. Just watch the budget.
Well, I think
Are
Devontae
you-
can split his.
Are you taking out of the show's budget to feed your players?
I wouldn't. These slanderous comments.
These are serious allegations, Conor.
Unfounded, and I think you'd need some evidence before accusing anyone of any
Ill
behaviour like that.
All
Like
right.
the 2011 presidential election in Ireland,
Of course.
where they just found some unfounded nonsense on Twitter and just started accusing your man of stealing money or something like that. Classic times. I can't wait for that presidential election. It's gonna be so much fun.
So many Dragon's Den people. It's
It's like
60% Dragon's Den.
And then one of them came out and he was like, "I want everyone to know that I'm running a marathon." I'd vote for that guy ahead of any of the rest of them.
I think we need to get Martin Sheen back in.
Was he president?
No, but he could have been. Remember there before Miguel D. Higgins, there was a big push to get Martin Sheen in, because he was like, his mother's from Tipperary.
All right, so he can be president.
Yeah, so he can be president. So he was over on the press tour for a movie or something like that, and he was on the Late Late Show, and they were like, "There's been a petition for you to be the president," and he's like, "Just because I played one on TV doesn't mean I should be one."
This presidential debate has been sponsored by.
Durex. Wrap up, boys.
It's going to be a long night.
Of sex.
Okay. Anyway, back to the teams.
What were we talking about before we got derailed?
Rob.
Shit.
Team building, that's what you're talking about.
Yeah.
My team.
It's no good. Probably. Oh yeah, because you've got all the injuries.
Yeah.
We got to get these narratives. I can't keep up with all these narratives. It's tough.
Narratives.
Narratives, they're tough. Brought to you by books. Read one. They're free.
If you steal them.
Are they free? Let us know in the comments below.
Yeah, gonna be a tough matchup for me next week. See how it goes. Need some big games by some of my star players.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be nice. That'd be a good. Usually that's how you win. Let's move on.
Mother of God! Oh! Every damn time! Oh! This is a big one. Oh!
Okay, so Conor, let's have a look at what this means for the standings at the minute. So in the Luther we have Danny and Del at the top. They're undefeated 2-0. Then we got John 1-1, surprising, considering. And then we have Shauna and Martin 0-2. So what do we think this means going forward for this division?
I don't know. It's only 2 games
Who's the hot team? Who's blowing up? Looks to be like it's relatively, apart from Shauna, they all have similar scores. They're within 11 points of each other.
Yeah, I think I like Del's team the most.
The weeks when the Patriots win is when he'll do the best.
But even they had a poor week this week. His team had a poor week this week. And
he still won. Yeah,
a bit of luck there. I don't really anticipate that being too common.
Yeah,
bad week like that.
Martin was up against 2 very big scores there. See, he's got 239. So
that's unfortunate, yeah.
Even though he's only 1 game behind. I mean, there's so many games in the season, so there's nothing you can do. So I would say Martin is probably the favourite to get into the playoffs with Danny and Del at the minute, or Danny and Del.
Yeah,
Danny, Del, and Martin would be my favourites at the minute.
The normal powerhouse teams. John and
2
Shauna,
former champions. They're going to be tussling it out for the Marina, possibly.
Yeah.
No, don't rule your mouth, though. What did we say? John's he's savvy. And Shauna's and Shauna always starts slow. It's like her fucking thing. So actually, who the fuck knows?
Yeah.
And to surmise, who knows? If you know, let us know in the comments below.
Too early to call it.
It's too soon. Too soon. Alright, let's look at the stringers. So then there's me and Baz are perfect at the minute. Then Rob at 1-1, Richie and you.
Yeah, just looking at that as well. All 4 teams there, apart from you, have had more than 200 points scored against them. Richie, unfortunate there, with 252 points scored against him. So again, his team looks nice. All 4 of those teams, apart from mine, look nice. That could be anyone's division.
Yeah.
But you'd be looking so far from what we've seen. I'll be tussling it out for the Marina with Shauna.
It's early. It's early.
It could all turn out next week.
It's just the injuries are fucking you at the minute. Yeah, Richie will surely, he's going to start winning more games. And anyone could win any game at any point. There's fucking
Depending on who they're playing, how the team plays.
It's really it's a small bit of skill and 80% luck.
Not Angelo.
Never Angelo.
No.
If I was Tom Brady, Dell's gonna win. Is it the only time Brady doesn't win the Drisbowl is when Martin wins it? They can only
Martin or Tom Brady.
That's the dichotomy of the Drisbowl. I'm gonna put that on a t-shirt. The dichotomy.
There's your word of the day.
Word of the day, sponsored by cereal. Eat some in the breakfast or don't.
No specific cereal brand, just the concept of cereal in general.
I don't eat breakfast. I should be an advocate for. Is that the word? And I advocate. It's Hugh Berwick of me to say. Hashtag Hugh Berwick. So looking at our division, me and Baz are gonna fight it out. Boom. Oh, it's gonna be so good next week. Bring it on.
I think everyone in that division is gonna be fighting it out eventually.
Yeah. The one time I fucking have a monster team and then the rest of my division ends up being real good too. Thanks a lot, guys.
I'm looking out for you. I'm holding back.
You're putting a shift in, Conor. Good work.
I'm going to unleash the fury, though, around week 5.
Oh, yeah, it's a slow burn.
Yeah, I got a plan.
Yeah, I like it. Trades? Yeah, don't tell me. I want to be surprised. Yeah.
The guy is drunk!
Alright, and Conor, before we go, as you know, there's been a little bit of... I alluded to this at the start of the show, and by alluding to it, I mean I clearly stated the title of this segment.
Yeah.
I'm not going to do it again. It's so long. I immediately regret writing such a long one, but here we are.
James Conor needs a nickname. We have a Conor already, it can't be the same. James Conor needs a nickname. If these aren't good, you'll know who to blame. James Conor needs a nickname. We need a cool one, so it's not super lame. James Conor needs a nickname. That was straight off the top of my head.
That was
not rehearsed.
absolutely
That was
amazing.
I should be on The Voice of America.
That might be the best thing we've ever done. I never knew I was such a good songwriter. So yeah, Conor. So James Conor. See, even just saying it to you, it's fucking annoying. I'm like, Conor, James Conor.
See, this wouldn't be an issue if you didn't spell my name incorrectly all the time. Because then
I call you Jesus.
Well,
Y-E-Z-U-S.
But you've all spelled my name anything except C-O-N-O-R.
I'm pretty sure the name Conor is like fluid. It can be like either or, you know?
No, it's binary. It's not even binary because that means it goes two ways. It's singularity. It's a singularity.
It can go
it's a black hole.
It can go, go lots of ways, you know? No one's really tied to the correct spelling or whatever, you know? Who's to say? So what we're doing, guys, and I mentioned this in the chat, is we're going to come up with nicknames for James Conor, just to fucking ease the confusion. That I don't know, maybe other people don't have it. I know I certainly do. So Conor, you came up with one.
Yeah.
I wrote a little line about it. Do you want to just use my line, or do you have a line prepared about your one?
No. I just come up with one.
Yeah.
If we're supposed to come up with 3, I come up with one.
Yeah, one of your one is one of mine already.
Yeah.
So, do you want to read the line that I wrote?
Okay.
And then
Here's my
claim it as yours?
Written by Michael. JC. Jamal Charles isn't going to be using it anytime soon, and I doubt Jesus is too keen on it either.
Yeah, so I feel that's an obvious one.
Well then, like, if you call him JC, you can call him any variation of, you know, our Lord, our Saviour, Yahweh.
I'm personally Yahweh.
What do Jewish people call him? Allah.
Allah
Akbar. You can call him Allah.
That's Islam?
Yeah.
Yeah. And Jewish is Yahweh.
Yahweh.
If you know the names of other gods, let us know in the comments below.
Ganesh.
Not you. We need the YouTube economic circulation.
Vishnu.
Fuck.
Alright. The extra arms on Vishnu. Yeah, because he has extra arms because he catches so many balls.
That's good.
We're going with Vishnu.
I have a better one.
Oh god.
I actually have 2 better ones. But now that I read one, now I'm concerned. But I'm going to do it.
Okay. You're not reading all this.
Oh, I am. Oh, buckle in, my friend. I'm gonna put a little.
This is gonna need a few takes.
I'm gonna put a little bit of music in there too. You're gonna see. All right, Connor. Let me. Remember last week I spun you a yarn?
No.
I remember spinning you some sort of yarn. The phrase "spinning a yarn" was used. I digress. I've spun you another yarn. If you'll bear with me, I need a verbal confirmation.
Yes.
Thank you.
I concur.
All right, so Connor, buckle in. All right. The year is 2118. The robots have well and truly taken over. The only thing stopping them from truly ruling the world is one man, John Connors, the leader of the human resistance, who does everything in his power to maintain the human race. And the robots are not pleased. In their hour of need, the robots decide the only thing they can do is send an executor, for legal reasons we can't say Terminator, to go back in time and kill John Connors' great-grandfather, James Connors, aka making him the C-1000. What do we think about that? James Connors, C-1000. That's pretty sweet.
Well, I think the executors were the ones with the names like C-1000, like Sarah.
Yeah, technically,
Sarah
yeah.
Connor
What I'm
wasn't
doing
called
is I'm
C-1000.
taking a reference to something and then just mashing it into whatever I want to do with it. I'm pretty comfortable with that.
Little thought processes and care for attention to detail.
I like it. C-1000, that's pretty sweet though. Just it rolls off the tongue, you know? Like, oh, there goes C-1000. You know? I have another one. This one, I don't know about this one.
It's a good one.
This next one, right? Okay, so let me spin you. This is a true story. James Connors had Hodgkin's lymphoma. Did you hear about this?
Yes.
So he had cancer, and then he was like, cancer's known as the Big C, and then he beat it, so he gets to fucking take the name. So he's just Big C. He's like 6'1" as well. He's a tall guy. So I think there's one. Another nickname.
There's two
nicknames. 3 nicknames. What do you think's the best one?
I like Big C. I feel like it's him getting one over.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet. Yeah, I like that too. But also C-1000. But either can work, because it also makes sense with Big C, because he's like 6'1". You know?
I'm 6 foot, so that doesn't seem big to me.
For a running back, though.
I don't know.
Running backs are small, Conor. We all know this with our shared collective footballing brain. So, what do you guys think James Connor's nickname should be?
Leave a comment.
That feels like a genuine.
Yeah, do actually leave a comment.
Or just write to us in the WhatsApp.
So
let's figure this out.
C-1000.
Or if you have your own.
Suggestions welcome.
Yeah, so JC, the C-1000, the Big C. And then whatever you guys want to do.
I'm throwing Vishnu in there as well.
I don't mind Vishnu.
Because Vishnu has a lot of arms, like I said, and he catches a lot of balls.
I mean, he's more of a running back.
James Conor catches balls, not Vishnu. I mean, I don't know what Vishnu does in his spare time.
You have that many arms, you're catching balls. And that's the show.
That is the show.
We'd like to thank our sponsors, all the things we said. Cereal, Kellogg's.
Serial killers.
Ooh, you know who was in contact recently was the Rat Pack. They said they were interested in sponsoring us.
Who's that?
The guys from like the 30s.
Frank Sinatra.
Frank Sinatra, the
Dean Martin.
Dean Martin, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. They're on board.
They want to sponsor us?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, someone claiming to be them anyway. I gave them my bank details.
There was a Nigerian prince wanted to sponsor us as well.
That's
I'll
good.
Give him my bank details.
Okay.
If you want to give us your bank details,
send them in
comment.
a postcard.
Or maybe we'll just leave our bank details on the video description.
That way, just to have it. That way
you have it.
To have it. It's better just that we have it. And that's it.
And that's the show.
Alright.
We got a bit off track there, but we got there in the end.
This is going to be a long one, guys.
If you're hearing this, you're getting to the end of it, so you know it's a long one.
I mean, maybe do it in 2 sections.
Maybe start at the end. Start here.
I would say work at the start, work at the end, and then just find your way to the middle. That's what I personally like to do.
We've hit some Easter eggs in there.
Oh yeah. Anyone who finds the big Easter egg gets a prize.
Yeah.
Gets my first round pick for next year.
Yeah.
Whoever gets the Easter egg gets my first round pick for next year.
Cool.
It's legally binding.
verbal contracts are legally binding unless it comes to property or film copyright, apparently. According to Breen.
That's it. We'll leave on that note.
Bye.
It is 12:17 a.m. Eastern Time. At the time of this recording, we have finished the actual pod about 4 or 5 hours ago. It come to my attention that in the podcast, neither I nor Conor specifically referenced Shauna as being female. So consider this a post-show acknowledgement of Shala, even. Sheena too. Let's call her Sheena from now on. New nickname, Shala, you tiny bitch. Yeah, but just acknowledgement of her gender as was specified in her contract. So, there's that.